see all the AI contestants from Springfield. So actually famous characters, known characters that you've known and loved and seen in the show for the last 20 years will actually be in here. We also have hundreds and hundreds of collectibles. One of the things that we know players love is to find all this stuff. And each of the 4 characters are completely playable: Lisa, Marge, Bart, and Homer. And they can actually find all these different collectibles through Springfield as well as hidden in each of these episodes. Seeing Homer kind of compete going through from China into Australia, now actually inside of Mexico, one of the other things we've done for hardcore players is kind of find these secondary pathways through the game. In this case, using his superpowers, he can actually get up on these trampolines and use them to get to a new power-up called Hot Homer. This is actually an Insanity Chili Pepper from one of the great episodes. And now he turns into the Homer Ball, but made out of lava. And as this giant lava ball, he can actually smash through anything, destroy anything he touches, letting him get even further into the episode. Blowing through the giant taco, getting action to Deutschland here. You'll see as he gets past this one moment of the barrels, it actually will trigger an in-game cinematic where you see Willie locking him out of Scotland. So it's actually here where it closes the gate. Now Homer can't get through that gate. This is where you can show the other part of the gameplay. You can switch to the other character in that episode at any moment you want to. So going from Homer, you can actually go over to Bart. Every episode is designed to have 2 family members at all times. You can switch back and forth whenever you need to. In fact, you have to leapfrog back and forth through the entire episode. This also plays into one of our core tenets from the beginning, is co-op gameplay. At any moment, you can hit the start button on the second controller and jump into a split-screen game. So if John is playing Bart right now, I can jump in and play as Homer. And there'll be more activities, more enemies, more things to do. The game will scale dynamically if you have multiple characters playing through the episode simultaneously. Here you're seeing some of Bart's powers as Bartman, where he actually has his cape where he can use updrafts to glide up to ledges. He can actually get onto zip lines and actually use this device to actually get across the zip lines. He can get places Homer and the other characters can't get to. In this case, getting onto the mock-up of the Eiffel Tower, he can to a high enough point inside this brewery that he can actually jump down on top of the wall where Willie is to get to the switch to let Homer into the next part of the level, using his glide mechanic. So the entire game is based around the 4 characters and looking at who they are, what their personalities are, what they would do, what they would become if they're video game superheroes. So we also have Marge and Lisa fully playable. They have special abilities and character powers that we'll get into later and reveal later, but we just want to give you a taste of what the gameplay looks like right now. Just kind of this first 10 minutes out of what's going to be probably a dozen or more hours of full gameplay through the entire storyline.